Samahani, unaweza ongea Kiswahili? Kidogo? Ah, yes. Habari ya jioni. Jina langu ni Chris. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Hi everyone. New name here, playing my favorite game, Watcher of Realms, greeting anybody who understands or speaks Swahili. It's a pretty prevalent language in countries like Tanzania and Kenya and other Central African nations will understand Swahili. I think maybe a little South African people might as well. Anyways, this channel is about English mainly. And what day is today? I think I'm deep in now, like 153 days in, getting bored on the main account, ripped all my diamonds trying to summon Cerberus for faction trials. Couldn't do it. So, to piggyback off of the idea of yesterday's upload about the Esotericists massacre in Gear Raid 1, I'm going to show you Cyrus solo damage, Gear Raid 1 Stage 19. Cyrus, the defender, will be the only damage in the completed stage. I'm going to show you his total stats at the start. I'll go through the gear and stuff at the end. Okay. I will show you his artifact before we go. So he's got 42k attack, HP, 17k attack. This is a defender. Okay. His defense, I haven't added any. He's in Soulbound Arcana. Okay. His attack is pretty good at 1.4 on the interval. All right. He's got some crit damage. There's 39 heal effect. It helps. I wish I could get 100 rage regen. It would be absolutely disgusting. But I think I found the best in slot artifact for what I'm doing here anyways on Cyrus. This tuning crystal, every 10 basic attacks that are landed by Cyrus is going to do a 12% heal of all that total damage. Cyrus only does AoE. And when you use his ultimate, it's still his basic attack. He only spits out, he farts a phantom. Okay? And the skeleton lands, and he does 150% more damage while that skeleton's alive. But it's always a basic attack out of this hero, to my knowledge. Okay? So, we're going to go into Gear Raid 1, Stage 19. And Cyrus has hired DJ Dolores and her Dirty Dance crew from Ladies Night at Club Gear Raid 3. And he's going to bring them into Stage 19 of Gear Raid 1. He's heard how good their music is, their bass drop, and their harmony. And he wants to be the lead male vocalist as a featuring Cyrus. So there it was, this to show you this is possible. If you don't believe me, you think I'm trying to clickbait or just talk smoke, all right? So we're going to do this together. And most of it's going to be on ×2. But at the beginning, it's got to be ×1 just to set it up, all right? I'm not going to go through any of everybody at the end, just Cyrus, okay? Cyrus is going to show you what a true MVP is in Gear Raid 1. Actually, let's try it on ×2 at the start here, see if I can get it done, all right? So you'll notice how I've spread a gap between DJ Dolores and Autumn, and this is Laurel's slot. I'm going to be cycling Laurel often, all right? So Cyrus has already used one ultimate. All right, he's about to use his second ultimate here. So he's already got 20% more damage from Soulbound Arcana. And now we're going into ×1. So here's his third ultimate. Already, that first wave hasn't even really touched the wall. And Cyrus is already doing 30% more damage. And you're looking, that's a defender hitting those 191,000 hits. And it's no power dominance. It's only just beginning. Trust me. So that's his fourth ultimate. He's still got another 10% increase on top of that. So the biggest that I've seen is 293k. But you have to have one of these giant skeletons out, because you'll see here in his Legion of the Dead ultimate that he summons a fighter and it does 150% more damage when he has one out. He also attacks 100 faster on the attack speed. So these AoE guys with their volcanic pustule backs here, they're going to wipe the skeleton. So Cyrus already loses a whole whack of damage. So you notice that's why I've timed my Autumn and my DJ Dolores' base drop for when these guys come, because it's the weakest that Cyrus is. And I don't want them to be on the wall getting a heal for when this wave's about to come. And with the Laurel cycle, like, it's still not a joke, but to have a defender being able to solo damage Gear Raid 1 Stage 19, I didn't think it was possible. I decided today, I'm like, I got to give this a go. My free to play series is already taking care of its elite Void Rift for the week. So I got to do some stuff in this game. It said, farm 3 pieces of gear out of somewhere for a guild quest. And I'm a big fan of supporting my guild like that. And look at this wall. I don't know what kind of skills the Masons originally had that constructed this beautiful wall here, but Cyrus is going to keep it up. All right. So we'll put it on ×2 just to get these volcanic back guys around the corner here. And again, as soon as I can get Cyrus's ultimate off, he can get up to 3 ultimates, depending on your attack speed with him or your rage regen, per Dolores ultimate. So even if these guys wipe out all of his skeletons, he's doing max damage again already. And he's already back up to almost half of an ultimate again. And there's nothing left alive. This is my favorite hero. He's so much fun. I got to try some other things now in Artifact Material Raid to see what he can do there as well. Because I finally maxed his skills out. So it's a big difference. And having this self-healing tuning crystal artifact on him is also massive. So Cyrus only does AoE damage. And that's how I believe this is possible. I don't know any other defender in the game that can pull this off. Okay, this is pretty tough. This last wave that's coming, there's going to be all sorts of damage incoming, damage done to the wall, healing done. These guys, I don't know, maybe they got 1,000,000 HP, these big guys, I'm not sure. All right. Cyrus isn't too concerned. He brought the right supporting cast with him. So what you're going to see now is I'll put Laurel down and she might do a little damage because I'm going to leave her in briefly. Okay, I want to make sure that my Dolores gets her ultimate off before Laurel does anything. So if you'll forgive me for lying slightly saying that only Cyrus is going to do damage, Laurel might have done 60,000. All right. So you're looking in here. See this? Anytime that tuning crystal procs, that icon shows up, that means he's done 10 basic attacks. And if you look at the heal numbers that come, they'll jump up by like they'll be like 8 or 9. Okay. And I guess he's healing for every single enemy on the wall that he hits because he's only AoE. So this tuning crystal is broken in my estimation of what I'm seeing here on Cyrus. If I'm reading the data correctly. And the total stat sheet at the end is going to show you the compiled stats that should verify in your mind what I just said. Cyrus is a disgusting legendary lord. He is my favorite hero in the game. He is one of the most interactive because his ultimate is constantly coming up. You can time it different ways to manipulate certain things that he does. And it's just, I can't imagine people that attack me in Guild Wars. I haven't seen anyone attack my Cyrus squad since I've put it together. Okay? I wouldn't want to try to get through this guy. He's going to annihilate whatever wave you send at me. So now it's just the boss, Cyrus the King of the Dead, DJ Dolores, and her Dirty Dance crew. And every so often the P comes out of the pod and Laurel drops down onto the map. And I'm pretty certain I got Gear 8 Stage 119 on farm if I really want it. And you can also use this as a speed farm by putting Cyrus in the middle here behind the wall, facing up. Then you put your Comet on this tile facing up, hitting the boss, and some other hero on this other tile facing up, and it just annihilates the boss. And you can actually get this down to like 1 minute and 25 seconds. So I don't know how long that really was. It's a single damage dealing defender with his ladies, saving his kingdom from sheer and utter terror and destruction of an evil turtle riding bastard. Now let's take a look at the total stats together. I don't know what you know about Cyrus, but reading that damage stat line, hopefully it shows you how powerful that hero really is. 17 million heals. I don't know what else to tell you. 120 million damage. Received 1,000,000 damage. Is there a better overall utility defender for Gear Raid 1 in this game? I don't think so. especially not able to do 17 million heals. Okay? That's crazy, man. I love this game. I'm so fortunate that I pulled Cyrus. And it's really comical because when I was doing the summoning video, I pulled Cyrus and I was like, oh, I got a legendary from Ancients, la la. I didn't know he was a lord. It was my first Esotericist lord as well. I never had one before. Let's go into the gear. If you don't want to see this, that's the end of the video for you. I hope you had some fun. This is Cyrus, King of the Dead. So, in his gear, again, this is my most powerful combination I can put together for speed, crit damage, and attack for higher end stages. Okay? I haven't tried this on Gear 820, 120 yet, or 121. Not with just Cyrus. I don't think it's possible. It might be on 20 with Power of Dominance on. Okay? I'm not going to read all the stats. I'm going to flash them kind of quickly for you. But again, if you don't know if the tuning crystal is a good artifact for heroes, it's obviously wonderful on Cyrus. 17 million heals, man. Are you crazy? Think you got something better to use? Try this. I love it. Anyways, thanks for bearing with me while I fun around, while I'm bored out of my mind, trying to spend some stamina in an interesting and new kind of way, and showcasing Cyrus, the King of the Dead. This was New Name playing my favorite game. Watch us around. Take care.